Hello everyone, my name is joonyoung and his name is Min. We will introduce about the chemical engineering with history of vehicles, especially the vehicles with fuel. We will talk about vehicles with this sequence. First, before introducing vehicles, I will show you fundamental of chemical engineering. Second, I will show you past and present vehicles and I will explain its limitations. And Minjun introduced the example of future vehicles and its limitations. Now, I will explain the origin of chemical engineering. Chemical engineering is start from how to make chemical product with the most efficiency. For example, in the Industrial Revolution, people need large scale of chemicals. Making much more product is directly connected to become rich in period of Industrial Revolution. This picture shows efficiency of making ammonia by pressure and temperature. According to this picture, if you want to make ammonia as can as possible, then you will make with 200 degrees Celsius and high pressure as you can. Now, I will show about evolution of vehicles. Before chemical fuels develop, people use human power or animal power. For example, people use wagon with horse or using bicycle. However, it wastes people and animals' power too much. So, to save energy, people made a fuel with coal and oil. It's called fossil fuel. Until now, some trains and cars using fossil fuels. Although fossil fuel make people save much energy, there are some limitations exist. First, the resource is limited. Every day, people use 85 million barrels of fossil fuel each day. However, according to this graph, if you're adding all of these values, we can see there are just 1.39 trillion barrels under the land. With simple calculation, we can use fossil fuel only after 50 years. Second, due to pollution. As all of you know, fossil fuel is cause of the air pollution. Following this graph, there are fossil fuel emission rate in the air is increasing after the Industrial Revolution. It causes of bad effect not only in the air but also in human respiration system. For these reasons, they have to reduce fossil fuel and they try to develop vehicles with another fuel. Next, Minjun introduced the vehicles in future.
Source to overcome limitations. So scientists look for new sources to overcome limitation of fossil fuels. There are two new sources which is researched by scientists. The one is electric energy and the other is hydrogen energy. So now first I'm going to talk about electric energy. We have to use battery in order to use electric energy. So battery is very important thing. Principle is so simple. We charge battery and take it. However, battery has big problems. The first is more capacity. Size of vehicle is limited, therefore battery is also limited. So capacity per unit volume comes to be increasing more and weight per unit volume is going to decrease. In current technology, when you charge battery, vehicle can go just 200 kilometer. It is very short distance. In fashionable case, vehicle can go at least about 500 kilometer. It is a big problem. And the second is charging time. Think about it. If charging time is short, small capacity will be not problem. Just charge many times. But charging time is so longer than ideal time. If charge time is 3 hours and you have to charge your car, you don't use your car for 3 hours. It is unimaginable. Also, to find electric station is hard because electric energy doesn't commercialize yet. As a result, if we solve these problems, electric energy is going to commercialize. Next, I want to talk about hydrogen energy. Hydrogen energy is using H2. H2 is highly combustible, so H2 and O2 have a chemical reaction. Consequently, we get high energy and water. In hydrogen energy case, charging full is more easier and faster than electric. Because H2 is gas, so we do same way to fill with fossil fuel. However, hydrogen energy also has big problems. H2 is unstable, so first problem is storage tank. We have to change H2 more stable, so tank is important. If tank technology is not perfect, your car can explode. It is terrible situation. So we need to more research to change H to stable. And another problem is production of H2. In nature, ratio of H2 is very low percent. So we produce much H2, we need to find more efficient way. Hydrogen energy has some problems, but good thing is no exhaust gas. Remain only water. Okay, I have one question. Have you ever seen electric energy vehicle or hydro energy vehicle? I think all of you have seen and take it. It is OLEV. OLEV is KAIST shuttle bus. OLEV use the electric energy. Unlike the existing battery-powered electric vehicles, OLEV has a high-efficiency onboard pickup device which enable a moving or stationary car to be powered from the power line installed under the road. This brand-new concept car uses battery only in emergency where it is impossible to supply electric power, and thus can operate at the battery capacity reduced to about 20% compared to that of existing electric vehicles. Do you agree the OLEV is perfect form of electric vehicles? Of course not. We need to develop more and finally we complete perfect form. In addition, I expect to develop another any users in the future. Okay, thank you for listening our presentation.